EA Sports. In today's game, we've got two middle linebackers who will look to lead their defenses to victory. It's the Panthers going up against the Broncos. So let's get you out to Denver for the call of our game. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 50 between the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos. And hi again, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Guyton, and you know, Charles, as we count down a kickoff here, normally we look at quarterbacks or running backs in the open. We had a look a second ago at the linebacker comparison, and you think it's well justified.
I love it because they're the guys who control the game from the middle on defense. They're the signal callers. They're also the guys that you count on stuffing the run game with great tackling, but they have to be agile in today's football, being able to drop into coverage or even cover running backs in man-to-man.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Sports Authority Field. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Trevor Siemian leading the Broncos on the field, and looking at his last preseason game, played okay, did have a pick 6, though.
Finally got a chance to start the game, and he really has been the story of the preseason for the Broncos because so many people did not expect him to even be in this discussion to be the starting quarterback. Let's see how he carries it through the rest of preseason.
A lot of eyes on the second-year man out of Northwestern. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide, it doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
They run it again with Anderson. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
It's real easy to talk about Thomas Davis coming back from multiple knee injuries, but he wants his play on the field to be the story.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
4 down, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Siemian. Green with a catch left side. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Again, Anderson. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
The best defensive lineman They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got time. Still back there. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 35 yards. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Simeon. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Virgil Green, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, and none other than Cam Newton.
Had one of the great seasons ever by a quarterback in the NFL in 2015. An equal threat to throw it or run it. Grew into the consummate leader for his team and was named the league MVP while leading the Panthers to a Super Bowl appearance.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
2nd down to the offense needing 5 yards. They keep it on the ground. Again to Stewart. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Have they come up with a nickname for just Jonathan Solana? But, boy, what a year he had in 2015.
Yeah, it was just 11 yards shy of 1,000, so close, but kind of stepped out of that shadow, didn't he?
Certainly did, and gave the Panthers a real identity running the ball.
Now Stewart on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
DeMarcus Ware may be a veteran, but he's not just a wily one. He's a terrific producer. Still extremely difficult to block when he's rushing the passer.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Mike Cyphers to punt this away. Emmanuel Sanders deep for the Broncos. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. So the two sides will make the long walk to the other end of the field. 7-0 is our score. Charles and I back to Denver after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Green, 39.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
C.J. Anderson may not be a Pro Bowl runner, but he knows how to run big in big games.
Yeah, he sort of sealed the Super Bowl for them in the 4th quarter. Big game against the Patriots last year on a Monday night, but only 720 yards all told in 2015.
Hey, boys, got four down. Hang on now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Green with a catch left side. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
First down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got time in the pocket. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Okay, Charles, while we got a second here, Bob could use some help. Who do you like? Who are you taking?
Well, what's interesting to me is how Ezekiel Elliott from Dallas has gotten so much attention leading up to this. But with the preseason where he hasn't played much, I want to see if his value goes down a little bit. But I will tell you this, my sleeper at wide receiver, Michael Thomas, rookie with the New Orleans Saints.
Think he's got big upside this year?
I think he's got big upside. Drew Brees is throwing the ball. Sean Payton's calling the plays. I'd take a good, strong look at him.
On second down, Anderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Surveying the field. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they get 14 yards there and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Looking deep for Demarius. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go. Blue landing.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding time. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go.
Simeon. And he's got it complete to Fowler. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. Six yards to go here on second down.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Simeon. Norwood's got it complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down. Anderson trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
And that's understanding where the markers are because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll look to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Star Latulippe able to get in and bury him well behind the line for a loss of 17. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And McManus able to put it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So it was a drive that seemed to go on for an eternity, forever. Our sponsors were probably saying, hey, we need to get our products in here on these commercials. But after all of that, 3 points is a result.
Mentally down the field, a field goal seems like a bad result.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Broncos defense coming back onto the field. They're hoping to do what they did last time, force another punt. Last time it resulted in a field goal. We'll see if they can get another stop here, though.
And the best defenses are in the business of preventing points and creating points. And that's exactly what these guys did on their last possession. Why? Because they got off the field on 3 and out, turned the ball over to their offense after the punt, and let them roll downfield and put the ball through the post for a field goal.
Now a first down throw for Newton. A dump off here to Stewart. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On first down, Newton. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Olsen, Charles, battled back spasms, missed the second game for the Panthers in the preseason. They're just hoping when they suit up for real, he'll be good to go.
And Cam Newton has to have him. That was his #1 target last season, and Greg Olsen went to the Pro Bowl. But when he missed the game against the Tennessee Titans, I saw that game. That allowed Cam Newton to find Devin Funchess and welcome back Kelvin Benjamin, 2 big targets out wide.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's got time. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Gano's kick is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.